Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jennie will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome back to another episode of Badass Direct Sales Mastery. I'm your host, your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger, helping you whip your business into shape. And today I am really excited to share with you Rick Anson. Now, Rick Anson is the founder, formulator, and president of Uforek, a global health and wellness company. Rick has been making wellness products with pharmaceutical and bioscience companies for over 2 decades. And he is taking those 20 years of product knowledge into Uforek to launch a company that offers people around the world clinical, proven products in every wellness category. And again, it's called Uforek. He's launching a podcast because, hello, y'all, I know you guys love podcasts. So here's another one you can listen to if you're interested. It's called the Uforek Experience Podcast, and it's coming soon to a podcast app near you. A native of Idaho, Rick is married with 2 grown children, one of whom is joining his launch of this new company. Rick, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jennie. Thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor.
Oh, I am so glad you're here because before we started, now you and I have been talking for months about Uforek and what's going on with this company. And we've had meetings and all of that. But before we dig into Uforek, tell us a little bit about your history of the products that you've been creating and your biochemical background to share with everybody what it is you're doing and why the hell they should even listen to you.
Great question. So the products that are in Uforek, right, either it's the clinical weight loss or whether it's the peak performance, that's kind of like a version of Adderall, or our hemp CBD, or even our Delta-9 THC line, it's important for everyone, innovation comes from within. You have to look at, why is there not a better option out there for people, right? Other than a drug, right? In the United States, we're all subjected to drugs on a daily basis. I mean, I read a stat just recently where at age 55, the average American is taking 5 pharmaceutical drugs every single day at 55. So going back in time here, make me a little bit younger. I loved competition. I love athletics. I was lucky enough to be a good soccer player. I played in college in Division I level, and I played over in Europe, semi-pro, trying to get a pro contract. I never got that pro contract, but it taught me, discipline and competitive nature. I was always trying to look for an edge. How do I compete better? How do I, jump a little higher, run a little faster, think a little quicker than my opponent, right? And I think that applies to in business world for sure, right? How you get a competitive edge, and certainly in the athletic world. So that was the basis of my whole competitive background and being who I am today. And so I started working for pharmaceutical companies to look at their ingredients that were in their pipeline, right? The ingredients that they were creating, they're called novel ingredients. And how do they make a difference in someone's body, and why are they making them? And so I worked for very, very large multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies over the last 20 years, helping them create or have created products that they use in drug therapy. Now, a lot of these drugs are actually, and the intent is very beneficial. And some of these drugs are for Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, to help people with anti-aging, help with their memory, their focus, their attention. It was carried over into, ADHD. Recently, I work with, I co-own a compounding laboratory. We make 36 different peptides. So peptides are very, very big in the world right now. Semaglutide is actually a peptide Semaglutide, a lot of people know of as a weight loss, drug right now under the two biggest trade names are Ozempic and Wegovy. But
Yeah.
those are just, yeah, Jenny. Those are just semaglutides, right? So we actually make semaglutide as well in the compounding laboratory, supply medical clinics, health spas, weight loss clinics. And so the last 2 years, I decided let's make a complete product set in Uforek that is a dietary supplement, 100% safe, right? That has some clinical ingredients that come out of the drug world, but they're in a dietary supplement for the general consumer that's safe, that has no side effects, that is up to 20%, 20 times less cost than these expensive drugs, but actually have a real benefit that's access to everybody. And then what better way, Jenny, than to offer all those products to these people around the world than a direct sales network marketing company where you can access world-class clinical products that have a real health and wellness benefit, but also you can make an amazing income in these multi-billion dollar categories.
Yeah. And it's huge because I know, having been in the industry now since 2010 and having been working with so many different countries or companies since 2017, the wellness and industry is huge. I mean, it's just huge. It's exploded, especially given that global thing we went through a few years ago. We don't have to name it if we don't want to, but people are really much more concerned about their health as well as having more natural products, as you mentioned, compared to some of the lab manufactured type of things that are out there.
There's so many synthetic drugs out there, not natural, very harmful to your body that people don't know because they're subjected to it. But later on in the podcast, I'm going to throw one stat out right now early for your listeners. What's amazing in the United States, almost 400 million people, that 27% of Americans now, men and women, are using CBD, cannabinoid health, or THC, replacing their pharmaceutical drugs. So 27%. I think that's a tipping point in this country. They're now realizing, thankfully, after 7-8 years of using CBD and THC in a lot of different states, that they're seeing that they can get the same, if not better, wellness benefits from cannabinoids and cannabinoid health, replacing those dangerous and expensive pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah, I feel really lucky because, well, my audience knows, this is not going to be a shock to them what I'm about to say. I've been a BNI member for many, many years now. And up until recently, I had someone in my chapter who manufactures and is part of the CBD industry. And so I got a lot of education about the cannabinoid system and how it's so powerful in the human body. And I have been a CBD user for a few years now because it has been fabulous for helping me with focus, inflammation, pain, all kinds of areas. Now, I'm just talking for myself. Other people are welcome to try it themselves if they haven't already. But let's talk a little bit more about that because I'm lucky enough to already have some of this knowledge. Can you give us a little more knowledge about the cannabinoid system and some of the benefits, including the ones that I already talked about, but some of the other ones that maybe I'm not remembering because this hasn't been my area of focus for years yet. So
that's the amazing thing with Uforek. We offer 4 very unique products for global health and wellness categories. And let's start with cannabinoid health because I've lumped in, because truly cannabinoid health is really CBD and THC and other cannabinoids. It's very important for people to understand listening. Look, CBD is one cannabinoid out of a plant, right? THC is one cannabinoid out of the plant. There's 120 known cannabinoids.
Oh.
THC, CBD are the number 1 and 2, obviously known around the world. THC is number 1, CBD is number 2. You have CBG, CBV, CBN. and a host of other cannabinoids are now being discovered and for their health and wellness benefits because it's finally legally been able to study those in the United States.
Yeah.
But a cannabinoid is very simple. This is take the mystique out of this. It's a plant vitamin. CBD, THC, and other cannabinoids. You're talking about plant vitamin that's God's gift or Mother Nature's gift to us, right?
Yeah.
This is just like aloe vera. I mean, it is truly the most powerful plant-based wellness you can put in your body or onto your body for real health and wellness. It should never have been illegal. It was only illegal because big pharmaceutical companies could make billions of dollars off of them, off of their drugs. And so people did not have access to a plant vitamin like CBD that had zero THC at all in it, had nothing but amazing health and wellness benefits. So there's my stance on that. And I'd love to, I'll dive into the endocannabinoid system, which you refer to as the ECS system.
Okay.
It's really important for the readers to understand that every human being and every animal on this planet has an endocannabinoid system. That's ECS system. This is one of like 11 systems in our body, just like we have a central nervous system, a respiratory system, a skeletal system, a musculatory system. The endocannabinoid system was only discovered in the mid 1980s.
Oh, wow.
Staggering. And the reason why it was discovered that late is because it was illegal around the world, and particularly this country, for our top scientists, say MIT or Harvard or Purdue or, Ohio State, et cetera, where the science comes out of to actually to research, because it was illegal. The federal government made it illegal. So what does the endocannabinoid system do? Why do we care? Well, you get this, Jennie. The endocannabinoid system has trillions of cells within that system, right? Our body has trillions and trillions and trillions of cells. Every cell has a receptor associated to that cell. So imagine the cell is a little circular and the receptor is like a bird beak, right? And certain things open up the receptors in your cell so that it nourishes those cells. Well, the endocannabinoid system is responsible in your body to regulate pain, inflammation, stress, anxiety. It helps you with regulate your better sleep, and a host of other mechanisms or modalities that the endocannabinoid system regulates. Now think about that. You put in hemp CBD into your body. The only thing that the endocannabinoid system how it nourishes your body is through cannabinoids. Your body does not make cannabinoids.
Right. It's a plant vitamin. We are not plants. Therefore, we do not make. That makes perfect sense. Gotcha. I'm following.
Yeah, it's a plant vitamin. We need these to nourish. You need cannabinoids on a daily basis. This is like an amazing plant multivitamin to put into your body so it nourishes the endocannabinoid system, which then will help regulate and reduce pain, inflammation, stress, anxiety, a host of other things that people associate with, like PTSD, even depression, mental wellness. I could go on and on and on. That's a scientifically proven fact that we have an endocannabinoid system, and that the endocannabinoid system is responsible for helping regulate the pain and inflammation. Now, you don't have to take pharmaceutical drugs. You can take a natural plant-based CBD product. A lot of people take CBD with THC combined to help regulate that pain, right?
Yeah.
Your pain, systemic or acute, and your inflammation, which is the start of all of arthritis, is inflammation, and your stress levels. That's what's so amazing about that, and that's what people are discovering on a daily basis. I spent over a decade learning how to process CBD a certain way called micellization. Means we pre-digest the cannabinoid so it gets into your body faster and you get more of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the onset rate, Jenny. The onset rate refers to how quickly you can get something into your body and how much of it. And our process allows very, very pure third-party tested CBD and THC products. They're called Delta 9 THC that we sell on Uforek. We can ship to people's houses directly. Even the Delta 9 THC, we ship to people's houses every single day because we're legal, that you can get all these health and wellness benefits from a topical roll-on, from an oil that's an ingestible, that's a sublingual, from gourmet vegan gummies to these amazing chocolates that are 30 milligrams CBD, 30 milligrams THC, and 10 milligrams Amanita muscaria mushroom that we have all together in a piece of chocolate like that. It's extraordinary, the products that we offer in the cannabis space at Uforek, because we know the future is not just a recreational side, right? It's true health and wellness, long-term, multi-billion-dollar categories for pain and inflammation, stress, and anxiety. That's what we offer, not just the products in Uforek, but the business opportunity for people to completely change their lives and have an opportunity to jump into $1 billion industry with we feel the best products and create a multi-million-dollar business.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I want to clarify some of the things you talked about, because I do have an international podcast. Right now, Uforek is shipping pretty much exclusively in the US for the CBD and THC products. They can go into Canada, but only for the brain and wellness products that are without CBD and THC. Is that correct?
Yeah. So currently Uforek ships into North America, but the first two products I mentioned, which is our cannabinoid health line, which is the hemp CBD with 0 THC, that'd be our roll-on, our caramels, our gummies, and our oil tinctures. Then we have a Delta 9 THC line that has CBD and THC. That's gourmet gummies, vegan gummies. We have caramels and we have chocolates. Those are available in the United States and all U.S. territories. We can legally ship through the United States Postal Service to U.S. territories. That would be Guam, Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico as well.
Fantastic. Okay,
yeah,
good. Because I literally have, when I look at the world map of where people are listening, we've got pretty much all 6 occupied continents covered by my podcast. So I just want to make sure, sorry, international people who are outside of North America, you might have to wait a little bit for this. But as we get through the North American launch, we'll see about getting into other countries, right? It's
very unfortunate, right? But it's just a matter of time that most of these other countries don't have access to the CBD yet or the THC. That's what is so amazing, Jenny. And, those countries will come, but that's what's so amazing right now in this country, right? Cannabis sales last year, when I say cannabis, I'm lumping in CBD and THC, $34 billion market, growing at a 22% annual growth rate.
That's huge.
It's staggering. People every single day are now taking CBD and THC products. I mentioned that 27% of Americans are replacing their pharmaceutical drugs now with cannabinoid products.
Oh, yeah. I wish people could see me right now because I'm raising my hand because I'm one of them. Like I said, I've been using CBD products now for a while, and you were kind enough to send me some of your products so I could try some of them. And I have to say right now, so far, my favorite has been the roll-on that you already mentioned. It is the most effective, like muscle pain, joint pain roll-on with CBD that I've ever used. And I've tried at least 3 or 4 different ones. Yours, bar none. I'm sorry, y'all. The eye chill is amazing. So
we do. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, we sell tens of thousands of that pain relief roll-on every single month. I said pain relief. We actually have a claim for pain relief CBD roll-on every single month. And the gourmet gummies are vegan. They're amazing. The oil is a 5,000 milligram oil tincture,
Wow.
extremely powerful and potent and 100% safe. Again, the hemp CBD line, the clinical line, has zero THC for people who just want the benefits of CBD. But then we offer the Euphoric Social line, which of course has the THC as well. People just love because they get all the wellness benefits of CBD and THC together, and you get the other experiences that so many people are looking for.
Right. Exactly. So, oh my gosh, this is absolutely super duper cool. And I mentioned early on that you and I have been talking for months about this company, and you already mentioned, so Uforek is launching, but you're already selling a lot of these products through another company, at least the CBD focused products. So that's how you have a history of being able to talk about the history of the sales of some of these products. Because I'm sure the listeners are like, wait a minute, if they're launching, how do they already have sales?
We've been manufacturing products through our laboratory for over 20 years for companies. I mean, millions and millions of products, tens of millions of sales of products for very large bioscience companies, nutraceutical companies, network marketing companies, even pharmaceutical companies. We manufacture products for or give them, ingredients for some of their products. We've taken that 20 years of experience and product knowledge, right? Market knowledge, and have put them and created, I firmly believe, the best products in the industry in Uforek. And we are actually, when we go live and you launch this, we will be it'll be launched. People can go to Uforek and purchase the products, which you'll talk about very soon. But the technology isn't just in cannabinoid health. We have a whole line of products called peak performance IQ products. Now, these products consist of a drink we call the goated drink, because the goat stands for the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
We made this nootropic drink for a global fighting company and world champion fighters and trainers and their fan bases around the world. So peak performance IQ products that are inside Uforek are products like nootropic drinks, nootropic IQ gummies, nootropic capsules, and this amazing dream sleep gummy. Now, nootropics, for your listeners, a lot of people know what nootropics are. Maybe some don't. So a nootropic, by a definition, is just a dietary supplement that has a cognitive beneficial effect, meaning that a cognition or a mental benefit, like attention, better focus, better memory recall, thinking quicker, reacting quicker, critical thinking skills. Very, very, very much like what Adderall does in the U.S. market. It's a $2.5 billion market for Adderall. Which was originally, as you know, Jennie, created for ADHD, and then it found its way into mainstream America. Now you have college kids taking Adderall every day for their studies and their grades. You have stockbrokers, you have professionals using on a daily basis. The number one users of Adderall in the United States now are housewives.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not surprising given how much is expected of a housewife, a mom, right? And also the number of women who are being diagnosed with ADHD later in life, because our ADHD shows up very differently compared to stereotypical male ADHD, which of course gets diagnosed much earlier. And so it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I was lucky enough to be diagnosed very early on in my life, but and I've shared this story many times on my podcast. My audience knows I have ADHD. I tried the pharmaceutical drugs 20 something years ago when I was officially diagnosed. And it didn't really have an effect. And so I've been, for the past few months, using a product with lion's mane mushroom in it. And speaking of faster reaction times, I want to, if it's okay with you, I want to share a story about one of our company meetings where I said, hey, I'd love it if we had a lion's mane or have lion's mane in the product line. And you were like, done. I can have it in 4 days. I was like, like my jaw, I'm pretty sure literally hit the ground with how fast that came about. And so I love that we're able to, say, hey, what if? And you're totally open to it and going, I can have it done in 4 days. That's
Yeah. That
fantastic.
we look everything Uforek I make, right? We own our manufacturing lab. So this is coming from a laboratory that we own directly into Uforek. And so we have the ability to modify, like you had a great suggestion to add lion's mane to the peak performance IQ line. So we're adding them to the gummies first and then the capsules, and they'll be added to the drink. But that's part of the innovation. Euforek's, the peak performance products very much they were formulated, designed to have similar effects to Adderall, right?
Yeah.
Which is a $2.5 billion market every year. And millions of people use every single day. Now you can use these IQ products in Uforek. Either you love to drink, or if you love the vegan gummies, or if you love the capsules, they all work the same. They have the same ingredients. It's just which way you want to combine them. But it's an amazing alternative, and they work. I mean, we wouldn't have professional world champion fighters using these before their fights, using them all day to train. We have cybersecurity companies now replacing Red Bull and replacing drugs with our IQ products for focus and productivity throughout the day. Cybersecurity global.
Yeah.
So people trust these products to increase their productivity, decrease their mental output, right? That's huge. And then real quickly, we have, I believe, the world's first clinically proven weight loss candy that's sugar-free. So we've taken the effects of like semaglutide, which is an appetite suppressant, and we have made products that work very similar as well for weight loss, weight management, and heart health, where you can eat gourmet, sugar-free, great tasting candy and lose weight, maintain the weight, and increase your cardiovascular health, lower your LDL cholesterol, and lower your risk of metabolic syndrome, Jennie, which is heart attack, heart disease, and stroke. Which, heart disease is the number one killer in men and number two in women.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, eating candy. We have literally taken these amazing ingredients that come out, a lot of them come out of pharmaceutical world, put them into regular mainstream products like these amazing caramels that are sugar-free, and you get those weight loss benefits by eating sugar-free candy and heart health benefits. That's what we have in Uforek today, and we have a global innovation pipeline for future products. I shared with you before the call the next amazing clinical beauty line product that we'll be launching. We're talking clinically proven beauty line, right, through an amazing technology in Uforek. So that's what we are today, and that's what we're going to be doing in the future with global partners. But it's anything from this, Jennie, is that we've been working over 20-some years to offer a new type of product sets that work, but offer the opportunity for people who join Uforek to earn money in multi-billion-dollar categories with, we feel, the best products that are out there in the industry.
Absolutely. And I'm going to let the badass crew, my listeners, know that tomorrow there's another bonus episode coming out with the gentleman who helped develop the compensation plan for Uforek, as well as the young man who is helping to promote the compensation plan and talk about it as somebody who is newer to the network marketing industry, helping people be able to make money right from the start. And the benefit of that episode is that people will not only learn about Uforek's plan, but how to think about their own compensation plan. So even if you guys are not thinking about Uforek, you're not interested in this, that's totally fine. Listen to the compensation plan, because in 260 episodes, I've never talked compensation plans until that episode with Jeff Jordan. So make sure you listen very closely to tomorrow's episode, the next episode coming out, because I'm also super excited to let everybody know, if you haven't already begun to infer from the conversation that Rick and I have been talking for literally months now, and I'm so excited about these products is because Rick has invited me into the company and I'm jumping in. We're locking arms together on this. So if you want to learn more about this, we have the link where you can go check out, learn more about Uforek. It's in the show notes. So Badass Crew, I know you guys know how to get to the show notes, but in case this is the first time somebody's ever listened to the show and they have no idea what show notes are, grab your phone, as long as you're not driving, click on today's episode, scroll under Rick's picture, and you will see the link right under his bio for Uforek to go check out and get some more information if you want to check out the weight loss caramels or you want to try the Brain IQ products, any of those things. Rick, thank you so much for being here and sharing your brilliance and the excitement of this new launch. I am so honored to have you here on the show to be able to share this.
Oh, Jennie, it's my pleasure. Look, this is the right form. You got an amazing podcast. You're such a professional. Yeah, that's why I have so many people that tune in to learn and to better themselves. Right, is betterment, and you do that in like no one else does. But it's going to be a great part. I'm so happy you're joining the Uforek family and you're able to you can share the real benefits that people get from these products. So can't wait to see you in person again and start working and start sharing and teaching people about this amazing opportunity.
Absolutely. And so this is super exciting. And I will be on the training team. So not only helping people feel better, but get better in business too. So really excited about this and being able to help so many people around North America to get started in this industry. So thanks again for being here, Rick. I truly appreciate you and look forward to our future dealings together, helping the world feel better, look better, perform better, and get through this. So thank you again for being here. And Badass Crew, stay tuned because there's another badass episode on its way.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.